Hey everyone, it's Madison from Page Doodling. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I'm here today to share with you my November bullet journal setup. So let's get started. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm excited to be able to share my creativity and my bullet journal with you. I'm going to be setting up my November monthly spreads for this upcoming month, and I'll also be doing the first weekly spread for the month as well. My theme this month is breakfast. This is a theme I have wanted to do for quite some time now, and I finally felt inspired to do it. I know several people have done a sort of breakfast theme. I've also seen a lot of cereal themes, which have been absolutely adorable, but I decided to go with overall breakfast and incorporate some of my favorite breakfast items. So here you'll see I'm setting up my cover page, and then I kind of have a different layout for this month, which I'll kind of walk you through as we do this setup, but I hope you enjoy it. If you're interested in recreating this theme, but you do not want to do these doodles, you can check out my Etsy shop where I have created a coordinating sticker sheet to go with this theme that you can purchase to create your own journal spread. I'll link my Etsy shop down below in the description, so be sure to check that out. Now that I'm kind of getting started outlining my cover page, let's go ahead and kind of jump into what's been going on in my life. It has finally started to become fall here, and it's beautiful. The leaves are turning orange and red, and it's my favorite time of year. It's also, I'm enjoying all the pumpkin spice flavored things, which is one of my favorite parts of the fall season. The weather has been a little warm, but it's finally starting to cool off, and I'm so excited to be able to bring out my sweaters and scarves and vests and all my comfy sweatshirts. So I'm super excited for the fall time, and it's been super busy. Every week seems to just go by quicker and quicker. I don't know where the time goes. I feel like we should still be in August. So I cannot believe that I only have one more month left to do in this bullet journal for 2021 before I need to start setting up my journal for 2022. I am using an Archer and Olive journal, and I am a full supporter and could not encourage it anymore, because I absolutely love her products. Her journals are such high quality, and the paper is so thick that there's no bleeding, and it's just a really, really nice linen notebook, so I couldn't recommend it more. She just released her winter collection as well, and it is absolutely gorgeous, so be sure to check it out. I have a link in my description for 10% off your order if you choose to make one. There's a coupon for you. So couldn't recommend their journals enough. I absolutely love them and will never ever use any other journal because hers are so wonderfully made. I picked from my Tombow collection to create this spread using all these different colors. I know I wanted to have an orange and yellow because that just reminds me of breakfast. And I also decided to incorporate a few of my washi tapes. I have always wanted to add them into my journal, but I just never feel like they go, and so I just went for it, and I was really happy with how this page turned out. And so if you've seen my videos before, you know that I normally do my cover page on the left hand side, and on the right hand side where my cover page is this year, or this month, that's where I do my mini calendar. Well, this month I decided that I'm going to make a 2-page calendar, as you can see here. I just flipped 2, because I really was not having enough room in my boxes for all of the things that I needed to write, just because school has really picked back up and I have a lot more meetings and appointments to attend, and so I wanted to have more space. So I decided to make this 2-page monthly calendar, and I'm actually really, really excited about it. I also decided to incorporate my content tracker into this calendar as well. So if you've watched my videos, you know I always do kind of a content tracker where I plan my posts for Instagram, and so I decided to just actually add that onto this calendar so it was all on one calendar, just to make my life a little bit easier so that I know what I'm supposed to be doing when. And you can see here, I'm actually going to be kind of creating a Dutch door spread for my monthly setups. This was actually inspired by my favorite bullet journalist, Art in Foxes, from her October spread. So she basically did this setup where for her monthly pages that included all her trackers and things like that, she kind of made them into a Dutch door spread so they were all together, so she didn't have to do so many of her doodles. And I thought this was such a great idea, especially because I love to do all of the doodles, which you guys know. That's my favorite part about bullet journaling, is the creativity that I get to put into my spreads. So I decided to try this layout for this month, and I gotta tell you, I absolutely loved it. I also love having the bigger calendar. It looks so cool. I love how it looks, and it's just easier for me to use. which is the whole purpose of having a bullet journal, is to make it usable. And so it's always a little nerve-wracking to try a different type of layout, but you never know if you're gonna like it or not. So I am super happy I went ahead with that, and you'll kind of see as it comes together kind of the final, layout and what it looks like, but I absolutely loved it. And so it's always nerve-wracking when you cut a page or even any kind of section out of your bullet journal, but it worked out okay. And even after I cut it, I used my corner rounder. That was the pink gray thing that you saw me use to kind of round my corners so that they still looked nice and neat after my cutting. So you can see here I'm cutting the next page, and then there's my corner rounder just to kind of make the corners a little bit nicer and neater, so that when I'm flipping through them, I enjoy it. So this is my middle spread, which will have my mood and habit tracker, and then the final one of this Dutch door will be my 2 lines a day. And so you'll kind of see at the end when I do my flip through how it kind of turns out in the end. But just wanted to give a shout out to her because this was totally her idea and I absolutely love it. Art in Boxes is one of my favorite bullet journalists, and she's kind of the reason I started bullet journaling. So super happy to try out this new method. So that's kind of just the general layout for this month, and it's definitely changed from previous months, so I kind of just wanted to give a rationale as to why and whether I liked it or not. So back now to kind of what's going on in my life. Like I said, school has been super busy, and I just can't believe that it's almost November, which means that we're going to be dealing with the holidays soon, which are some of my favorite times. We already have plans for Thanksgiving and for Christmas/Hanukkah. We're going to be going and spending Thanksgiving with my husband's family in Massachusetts, and then we're going to be spending Christmas with my family in Colorado. So I'm very excited because I haven't seen them since the wedding, and I haven't been actually home to Colorado since last Christmas because of the pandemic. So I'm very excited that I get to make a trip home to spend some really good quality time with my family. I have to say that Christmas is one of my favorite times of year, especially the weeks leading up to Christmas. So right after Thanksgiving, I love all of the holiday decorations and the Christmas music. I love baking cookies and everything that has to do with Christmas. I just think it's a very happy, joyful time, and I love being able to spend that time with my family. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. And I already know my bullet journal theme for December, and it's definitely going to be Christmas themed, so I cannot wait to do that because I totally have a plan of what I want to do, and I'm very excited to share it with you guys. Another exciting thing that will be coming up soon is Gus's birthday. He is going to be turning a year old in December. His birthday is 12/12, so that's also something that's going to be coming up right after Thanksgiving, which is so exciting because I cannot believe how old he is already, and that he'll have been with us for almost 8 months now. So I love him. I'll put a picture in here of him just so you guys can see an update. He has grown so much, and he absolutely loves his evening walks and getting to go to the dog park to hang out with all his furry friends. He looks forward to it so much, and when we get home after we've been there for about an hour, he comes home and literally passes out. It is the best because then my husband and I can enjoy dinner together, clean up, and do all the other things that we like to do, aka me doing all my hobbies and preparing all my bullet journal stuff for you guys so I can share it with you. So it's a really good way to get his energy out and let him exercise to make sure he stays healthy, and also so we can stay sane and be able to have some downtime and to relax at the end of our workday. Other than that, there's not really a lot going on in November. It's kind of more me looking towards the holidays because I'm a planner, obviously, because I love to plan and write things down and plan for the future. So my mind is already thinking towards all those things that are going to be here sooner than later because time is just going by so quickly. So I'm just really getting excited and looking forward to that. And I always like to have things in my mind that make me excited and looking forward to in the future so that I kind of have something to work towards. It's been just very busy at work and it's been a little bit hectic and crazy just trying to get experiments done. So I really like having something to look forward to, and I can't wait to go home and spend time with my family. You can see I'm coming up on my last spread, which is my weekly spread. This is the first one for the month. If you are interested in seeing the other weekly setups that I do, I post those on Instagram as reels because I'm trying to be hip and cool and keep up with the times. So be sure to check me out on Instagram at phdoodling21. Be sure to follow me on there, and don't forget to hit subscribe below so you get notifications when I post future videos, especially if you love my content. I love being able to share my ideas and creativity with you to hopefully inspire you to create your own stuff in your bullet journal. So be sure to give me a follow and subscribe as well. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and let's go ahead and take a quick flip through of my full setup for this month. I had so much fun creating this theme for my bullet journal. I hope you enjoyed it. It was so much fun to include all of my favorite breakfast items because breakfast is my favorite meal of the day. I could have breakfast for dinner every night of the week. So I hope you enjoyed it. I love this mood tracker. It's going to be so much fun to fill in. But anyway, and the new spread layout that I tried, I absolutely love, and I'm excited to see how it works. I think I'm going to like it, and we'll probably do it next month as well. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Happy doodling.